Let's dive into a classic brain teaser. Now, it seems pretty simple on the surface, but it's actually hiding a really powerful secret about problem solving that, honestly, most people miss. And once you see it, I promise you'll never look at a problem the same way again.
This puzzle has been stumping people for years, and there's a very good reason for that. It's kind of designed to trick your brain into taking the long, complicated route. But once you see the shortcut, it's so elegant, it completely changes the game.
So here's the setup. You've got 9 marbles. They all look the same, but one of them is an imposter. It's just a little bit heavier than the others. You have a simple, old-school balance scale. Your mission is to find that one heavy marble guaranteed in the fewest possible weighings. So, what's your first guess? 3 weighings? Maybe 4?
Whatever number just popped into your head, I'm willing to bet the real answer is smaller. The solution is so efficient, it honestly feels a little bit like a magic trick. Okay, so forget guesswork. We're not hoping to get lucky here. We're going for a guaranteed 2-step method that will find that heavy marble every single time, no matter what.
All right, here's the first move, and this is the part that feels counterintuitive. Our gut instinct is to split the marbles into 2 groups, right? But the secret is to create 3 groups. So we put Group A on the left, Group B on the right, and here's the crucial part. We leave Group C completely off the scale, just sitting there on the bench.
With that one single weighing, only one of 3 things can happen. If the scale balances, well, we know the heavy marble isn't on it at all. It has to be in that group we left on the bench. Or if one side tips down, we know the heavy marble is in that group. So get this, with just one move, we've eliminated 6 marbles. Our list of suspects just went from 9 all the way down to 3.
Okay, so for our second and final weighing, we just take that group of 3 suspects, we pick any 2 of them, doesn't matter which 2, and put one on each side of the scale. The logic is exactly the same. If one side is heavier, boom, that's our culprit. And if they balance, well then the heavy one has to be the single marble we didn't weigh.
And there it is. 2. Just 2 weighings. That's all it takes, guaranteed every time. But look, knowing the answer is only half the fun. The real power comes from understanding why this works so darn well. This is where we get to the real aha moment, because the solution isn't just a clever trick for marbles. It's a fundamental concept in how information works, and it's awesome. Okay, you ready? This is it. This is the entire secret to the whole puzzle. A balance scale doesn't just have 2 outcomes. It has 3. The left side can go down, the right side can go down, or they can stay perfectly balanced. So often our brains are wired for binary thinking. It's either yes or no, on or off, left or right, and that's what leads us to split the marbles into 2 groups. But the secret superpower of the scale is that third balanced state. By dividing the marbles into 3 groups, we perfectly match our strategy to the 3 possible outcomes of the tool we're actually using. I love this phrase because it perfectly illustrates the efficiency. When you trisect the search space, you're not just cutting it in half, you're slicing it into thirds. You eliminate 2/3 of all the possibilities with every single action. That is just incredibly powerful. And this isn't just a one-off trick. Let's see how this one little insight actually builds from a simple puzzle into a universal rule for problem solving. What we've just done here, believe it or not, it actually has a name. It's called ternary search. It's a real algorithm used in computer science. And unlike binary search that splits things in 2, a ternary search, as you'd guess, splits them in 3. You just performed one, probably without even realizing it. The math behind this is it's so beautiful and simple. Think about it. With one single weighing, you get 3 possible outcomes, right? Left down, right down, or balanced. That means you can distinguish between a maximum of 3 possibilities, like finding one heavy marble out of a group of 3. Now, what happens when you add a second weighing? Well, the number of possibilities you can handle isn't 3 plus 3, it's 3 times 3. It scales exponentially. So 3 squared is 9, and there it is. That's why 2 weighings is the absolute perfect number for our 9 marble problem. And just look at how this scales up. It's kind of wild. With just 3 weighings, you could find a heavy marble among 27. With 4 weighings, you could pinpoint it among 81. The efficiency of thinking in 3s just gets more and more obvious as the problem gets bigger. So what's the really big takeaway here? Well, you've just added a powerful new method to your mental toolkit. This isn't about marbles anymore. This is about a whole new way to approach certain kinds of problems. So here's how you can actually apply this going forward. First, look for the trigger. Are you in a situation that has 3 possible outcomes, not just 2? If the answer is yes, you can probably use a ternary approach. Then just adopt that mental model of 3 piles, the 2 things you're comparing and the one you've set aside on the bench.
All right, time to put your new cognitive tool to the test. A totally new scenario, but the same underlying pattern. You've got 81 people, and one has a fever. You have a special thermometer that can test a group of people and tell you if their average temperature is higher, lower, or equal to normal. So, how many tests do you need?
If you set 4, you got it. Nice work. 3 to the power of 4 is 81. You just solved a much bigger problem instantly just by recognizing the pattern. So the next time you face a challenge, ask yourself, am I thinking in 2s when I should be thinking in 3s?